You know, I've heard somebody said one time that if you're passionate about what you do for a work, well, hang on. Let me see what they really said. If you're passionate about what you do for a living, you'll never go to work a day in your life. And so we paid a visit to the McComb-Pike County Airport and met a couple of people who are incredibly passionate about flying. The McComb-Pike County Airport, also known as John E. Lewis Field, is a public airport located 4 miles south of the central business district of Macomb. Bob Henschling is the president of the Macomb-Pike County Airport Board.
We have a very adequate runway here. We have an instrument landing system, so planes can land in almost any weather. Low ceiling, low visibility. I think there's only 12 or 13 instrument landing systems in the state, and we have one. And we get a good bit of corporate jet traffic in here, those crossing the country for refueling.
The board oversees the operation of the airport, and Bob is no stranger to flying.
I moved to Macomb in 1963. And I had always been interested in flying, and I lived right under the flight path of the old airport in almost downtown Macomb. And it's been a very interesting situation. I've taken up flying again at my age. I thought that every little boy who grew up soon and after World War II wanted to learn to fly. I always wanted to, and there was a very active flying community here, so I did. In fact, I had a little airplane of my very own, and then later we formed a flying club. And then I was absent from the flying community for 40 or 50 years. And when I came back, actually flying the plane is not the problem. Kind of like riding a bicycle, you can get back into it. I've just always enjoyed flying. Some people take their boat to the lake and go around in circles. I like to go up in the air and go around in circles, but it's just a thrill of a sort.
The airport has had its share of interesting visitors come through. Pop star Britney Spears, actor Charlton Heston, journalist Connie Chung, and more. Part of what makes the airport stand out are the workers who are responsible for refueling the helicopters and the aircraft that land in Macomb.
So most of the airports you land in, it's kind of like a ATM. You pull up to the pump, you swipe your card, you get gas, but you don't get the personal connection, you know? If you land somewhere, I mean, you might land in the middle of nowhere, and where is everybody, you know? You're in the middle of nowhere, and I've been in that scenario many times, whether it's in the desert, in the mountains, wherever it might be. So having the joy of coming in and seeing somebody to greet you and pump your fuel for you and take care of you and kind of point you where to go, where not to go, and stuff like that, it's a very beneficial thing.
24-year-old Matthew Burrow grew up in Macomb and has been flying since he was 13 years old.
So my dad was a rig manager, offshore rig manager in Nigeria, Africa, and every so often we'd have to take him to the New Orleans airport, and my love started there, I think. I would see the airliners come in and out, and I always told myself in the back of my mind, you know what, I want to fly that one day. I want to do that job, and it's a passion that kind of stuck with me for a while. It really did, and there's no other experience like it in the world to me. This is what you're looking at right here. This is what the old pilots learned to fly off of. So right here you have an airspeed indicator, and it basically works off of forced air ram pressure. People have hobbies, people have passions, art, whatever it might be, fishing, hunting, whatever it might be, mine's flying. And the reason is because it's an escape. I mean, in my opinion, it's solitude. You're off of this planet for a second, you know? You're a different spectrum, different perspective of the Earth. You don't have to worry about the chaos and the bus of traffic in the city or bumpy roads in the country or anything like that, you know? You're off this planet for a little bit. Get a little bit of freedom.
Matthew's also a certified aircraft dealer. He started his own company, Eagle Eye Brokerage, when he was 19, selling aircrafts across the country.
And I've sold, I mean, as far as Port Isabel, South Texas, far as south can get in Texas, to Orlando, Florida, Minnesota. I've been to Las Vegas. I've been pretty well across the country buying and selling aircraft.
And he loves taking people on their first flight, like his mother, who recently passed away.
To me, it's the gratification and joy in their eyes and their face when they first get to discover flight, essentially. And I mean, I'm fortunate to be the one to do that. No throw-ups yet. Nobody's thrown up. I tell everybody, if you throw up with me, you can't fly with me anymore, unfortunately.
Matthew says for him, flying is just as essential as breathing and eating.
I mean, and it honestly, it changes who you are as a person. I mean, you can ask any pilots, Bob as well, and anybody else. I mean, if you ask them, when they started flying, you know, they became a totally different person. And you can see that when they step into the cockpit. I mean, you can talk to us on here on the ground, but as soon as you get in the aircraft with us, it's a totally different person you're seeing there.